G'day everybody, where's Wally here? Well, I'm going to continue the Point and Laugh Fest. I've been hanging around Brandon's place a little bit too much of late, and I keep seeing things that I need to, well, point out and laugh at. Anyway, he's supposed to be reviewing my latest video about his old man yelling at clouds. Let's see if he actually gets around to it. He tried twice today, but he failed both times, so maybe third time lucky. Here's hoping, Brandon. But while I was waiting for him to do that, Brandon and the rest of his crew had a look at the SpaceX rocket, and that was so funny.
Talk about SpaceX. Babs say he was coming by, Jeremy? I thought he said he was going to come by.
You guys were still in there when I left.
Okay, all right, cool. I know he has an idea. We can talk about that. Okay.
That I'm not crazy about, but yeah.
Yeah, might as
Is
well.
that a rocket with a heat nose, or just some type of thing beside a smaller rocket?
I don't know. What are these
Can I
two
help you?
rockets?
Nose. Yeah, one of them has a nose,
No
apparently.
one's in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that thing right there.
And of course, SE Montreal, he never fails to disappoint. He brings the derp in buckets. A rocket with a nose? No, mate, that's just the fin, and the other one has it too. You just can't see it.
Gotcha. Here they are taking off. This isn't the fun part. Do they let people watch these ones?
You know, most rockets I've ever seen take off, like, you know, homemade ones, other stuff, you know, they go whoosh! They're goddamn gone. This is mushing along like it's being led by a team of sled dogs.
They do go
How's
very
it get
slow.
accelerating with that little, like, flame? Are you kidding me? Look at how slow it's going up. Hot air balloons go up faster.
Oh, Brian, your mic's a little distant.
But that's so freaking slow, it's like a turtle.
Is that better?
That is, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah, it is remarkable how slow it is.
Too slow? Well, it is only using 3 engines. I think it'll have more, although I think the other 3 are going to be vacuum engines, so they probably wouldn't be used anyway. But rest assured, mate, they probably only had them running on the lowest power possible. They did have to cut them off one at a time later to get it to go slow enough before they flipped it to bring it back down again.
It really is. I know the left
And the
of us were
gas
saying
coming
that.
out. You see that cloud is just sort of dissipating to the side, not pushing down with thrust and force. It's just like, it's burned, it's spent, let me move to the side now with the breeze.
The clouds are too slow, eh? Well, of course the clouds are going to be moving slow because the rocket is going slow. You just pointed that out yourselves. Gee, guys, stay consistent.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
What's that?
This is worse than comedy. It's so pathetic a fraud. I don't know. Call it what it is as we're watching it.
Thunderbird 2.
You're showing your age.
Thunderbird
So
2.
what's all that blue and no cloud now at all?
Yeah, the big
Yes, SE Montreal, the camera's at a different angle, so we see blue sky when you look this way. Come on, it's not hard.
fat one that used to plod around.
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about. Let me
Oh,
see if
come on, you do.
It's like a claymation almost cartoon from the past.
That's it. That. Did you ever see that take off? That doesn't look the same.
This is the real space agency we're looking at now.
Is this a
One of
real
the-
thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's real. It's as real as SpaceX.
Okay, Thunderbird 2, great show, but you guys remember this is reality, those are cartoons. Why are you now using cartoons to debunk reality? Not real clever, guys.
Okay, that kind of real.
They even had a base on the moon. Come on.
I never watched this. How did I not watch this? I watched
You
everything.
probably weren't even thought of.
Okay, from the 60s, 70s?
60s.
Oh yeah.
Watch it take off. See if you can find a bit of footage of it taking off.
It takes off like a Harrier jump jet, though, doesn't it?
But it's like painfully slow, isn't it?
Oh, let's see if I can get a video of it taking off. Here we go. Thunderbird
Jerry,
2 launch, 1965. I didn't think you guys were that old.
No, I'm not. I'm only 24.
Oh, right.
Liar.
Right.
Hey, folks, I remember this. I was born almost in the 60s.
This looks better than that ISRO stuff, though. They should hire the guys
Doesn't
who
it?
did these.
It is the guys that done that.
Oh,
This
okay.
is really real.
Well, this is good.
This to me looks more realistic than SpaceX.
You could always see the strings on the puppets, though, couldn't you?
See, even the trees fold down.
Wow.
That's sort of James Bondish and, you know, Batman, the gate falling down when they come out with the Batmobile.
Why even put the trees there in the first place, right?
Hide the place, mask it, top
Okay.
secret.
I gotcha. Good point. Here it goes.
Notice the colour, British Racing Green.
Oh, this is a
Yeah,
Brit
'cause-
thing. That's why I've never heard of it. Okay. I got you now.
This was the secret base. That's why it all had to be covered up with palm trees and stuff. But just watch the speed that it takes off.
Oh, it's slow too. Okay. This looks like the guys from what is it? Team America.
Yeah. And
I
I'm
think
sure
that
this
was
is what
partly the idea.
I'm sure this is what it's evolved from.
Oh, well, here back to reality, quote unquote.
Yeah.
It looks like the wind has caught the thrust.
Look how much sideways thrust there is.
The
It's not
wind is more powerful than the thrust.
That thrust is supposed to be keeping this multi-ton thing aloft too. Here it
Well,
goes.
is it losing control? Yeah.
No, it's not losing control. It's doing what it's meant to do. It's now programmed to cut off the engines and fall back to Earth. Come on, keep up with the program.
The gyroscopes have failed.
We came back just in time.
Complete
It
nonsense.
looks a lot like the old German V2 fucking rocket there. Really? Just looks like an old V2.
Uh-oh. It's not looking
the
good.
Steam coming out back.
Wish I could play some of the sound. The reactions are pretty funny and the sound's pretty good, but they'll pop me for sure.
It's nice there's no clouds to fall through, even blue sky for, you know.
Now you can
some
see
shots,
when
we got
people
all
say
kinds
they're
of
blue.
clouds, the angles, and then all of a sudden, no, we don't need clouds here.
Freeze?
I remember when the Challenger space shuttle blew up. What was it, about 87 would have been, 86 maybe?
I
And
weren't born then.
the commentator was watching it go up and it explodes, and he says there appears to be a major malfunction.
Yeah.
Just as here, such an understatement.
Well, that one too, like the Hindenburg disaster, all staged, all for show, end of story.
Oops.
Oh, SC Montreal thinks it's a red flag. Of course he would.
So
Yeah.
I think I
The
cut away just
Hindenburg
at the
was
wrong
all
time.
scripted by MI5, the British, through their Pathé Films, the propaganda company they had. And same thing with this NASA shit. It's through the CIA and the government, military, and ends there.
Yes, and we'll
Where's this
talk more
camera
about that
view?
for sure.
This camera view's right underneath it, is it?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of odd too.
Yes, that's a camera on the ground pointing straight up. You know where you're going to land the rocket. It's all too easy just to put one poor sacrificial camera pointing straight up underneath the launch pad. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I guess you.
Oh, look
comes.
at that for a jet for us coming.
What a Thunderbird view. Oh, this is amazing. Thunderbirdies. How did they get the camera underneath its ass like that?
There it
Wonderful footage. Not scripted at all.
The
or-
halo around the explosion. You can see
Yeah.
that is CGI.
CGI.
Let's look
Yeah,
at
it
it one more
wasn't
time because it
plotted
did
on
look
the
fake as hell, didn't it?
Boy. No. It's not plotted in animation, you know.
Did
Really,
you see
they
that?
got that.
Oh, sorry, Jimbo. Did you see that zoom?
And no, it's not zooming. It's the rocket is coming down on top of it. Do you guys not even understand perspective now?
Watch this.
Yeah.
This is like cinematic right here, right? Watch the
Yeah.
different camera angle.
Perfection. It's a money shot. It never leaves the scene. I could do that if I tried.
And you notice how quickly the mushroom smoke dissipates.
So not much smoke? Well, that's because there wasn't much fire, because the fuel tanks were all empty. That also was done on purpose, because you don't want to have a lot of smoke and a lot of fire when it crashes. And they knew it was a fair chance it was going to crash.
Almost gone.
I've seen more thrust come out of a space heater than that.
They make it bigger, yeah. Look at this thing.
Whoops.
It looks
A
like a
major
scene from like
malfunction.
Avengers or something, the camera work. Bam.
It's more Thunderbirds.
Just
more
run that again.
Space 1999.
Run it again?
Just another
Sure.
science fiction show running. This is really just another science fiction show, long running.
Yep, yep. Ooh. Pretty good work. I mean, not too bad.
I like that curvy horizon in the background there.
Oh, yeah, you can see the curvature. Let's take a screenshot of this and pinch it down. Just kidding. All right. Let's
If
see
we
here.
squeeze it from the side, maybe the spaceship won't crash.
Randy put something in chat. Let's see what this is. Uh-oh. Oh, come on, man. I don't know. I guess it is real, though, huh? You can hear the people.
Look at the reflection on the water. Don't have fake.
What do you think, Randy? You think this is authentic stuff here?
It's a sympathy card is all. Oh, we're only human. We'll do better next time. Figure out what went wrong in the scrap and debris of the crash. Pull out pieces and figure out, oh, this little valve failed. So
There would have to
improve
be-
that little valve.
There would have to be billions of people in on this if it was fake, guys. Come on.
It's interesting that it crashed at the same point that it took off on.
Well, that's the whole point of these re-landing, you know?
I mean, it
Using their shit, right? Yeah. Right.
it malfunctioned up a couple of miles up in the air. Well, how come it lands back on the launch pad?
And yes, it was meant to land exactly right there. That's what they were trying to do. It didn't malfunction a long way up. It only during the last flip did it actually get out of control. You can see everything else was running perfectly till that point.
It's faithful.
I guess in their defense, it was coming down. They were trying to land it on that thing.
It's like a homing pigeon.
I guess, yeah.
A
Phil
homing
says,
rocket.
yeah, they spent $50 million just to fool a bunch of silly people, right?
Well, you reckon someone got fooled? Well, I reckon you guys have just been fooled quite nicely.
We've got SE with us. Hey,
Oh,
SE.
if I could overcharge for
Hey,
fuels and
how's it going?
everything, and tons of them, I'd have money in my pocket, and I wouldn't care if you blew up what you put my fuel in. I've sold it. It's yours. Burn it however you want. Burn it in the air, burn it on the ground. I don't care. I'll sell you more for your next piece of crap. You know what I'm saying? You want thiocol? I'll sell it to you. Put a bunch of money in my pocket. You want LOX, liquid oxygen, whatever. Liquefy it, sell it to you. Make whole shitloads of money. There's supposed to be
People act
15
like this
million
is-
pounds of thiocol on the space shuttles.
People act like this is a person losing money when this thing blows up. This isn't a person losing
No, my
money. This
money
is-
is made. If I've sold the shit, it's already, I don't care what happens to it.
Yeah, people aren't
I'm
losing
paid.
money. They're making tons of money off of this. Doesn't matter if it blows up, goes to space, whatever. It's irrelevant.
Yeah, now they have to build
The
another
money's
one.
made. The money's made. Yeah, now they make more money. It's better for them if it blows up.
And
Now they
Alexander,
get to
Absolutely
justify it.
is.
Alexander Lightwater says, an accident now, and then we'll create more reality in the eyes of the gullible fandom. And they can say there's delays, too.
Delays? Oh, guys, you don't know. Didn't you notice SN10 standing right there, who was watching SN9 doing its RUD and thinking, oh dear, is that what I've got to do? Oh no.
Oh, that cost us a year. We won't be going to the moon until 2026 now, or whatever. That's not
Mars
the case
is
for this, but
five
you know what I
years
mean?
more added to Mars now.
Yeah,
Well, that's
whatever.
heartbreaking.
I'm off to wait for Brandon to debunk my video of me debunking him totally. So let's see what he does. Enjoy, guys.